are back for the second part of our pick and mix crafty pick and mix challenge. So I have 3 more things that I've yet to use. So we've got stencils, the fabric, vintage fabric, and oh my gosh, what was the last? Oh, Stampin' Up stamp, which I have picked this one here. So I thought what I would do, and it's a project I've been meaning to show you guys for a while, are the altered postcards. So, you know, we've all probably got a tin of postcards at home somewhere that are, you know, really not great, you know, pictures or anything really interesting, shall we say. Let's have a look at these ones here. Oops. These are very sort of scenic. They're not too bad, but I like these are great if you have some that are really not great on the front, but the back of them are good. So this one, I love the back of that one. That one's not that great on the front really. It's just a library. So let's have a look. That one, not really one I would want to use on the back. So what I'm looking for are ones that are, you know, quite interesting on the back. That's a nice discoloured sort of, you know, one. That's quite cool. That's nice. This one here has a dress and you know, some stamps and things on. I don't mind that one actually as an actual postcard. And that's quite cute, and I love that on the back. That is just gorgeous. So I might keep those ones. So let's keep going through my little collection here. Now these ones are coloured. I quite like these though. These are lovely. Oh, look at those. Aren't they just delicious? They are not going to get used and covered over. But I honestly have... This is just, there's another one there, look. It's quite nice. I don't know what was on the front of that. I didn't even look what was on the front. Oh, look here. So that's not a very interesting one. Oh, I've got so many postcards here. These are quite nice, though. I quite like these old ones. This is just what I pulled out of. Right, well, we've got a couple here anyway, so let me put these back. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some altered postcards today, or at least, oh, I didn't put those ones back. At least one. Right, okay, so we have, oh, see, I quite like those. That one, I think we'll use that one. Or that one, because that one's kind of older looking. And we'll use that one for now. So I've picked up 2. And, oops, what we're going to do is we're just going to cover these over. Now I thought I need to use my Stampin' Up stamp set. So one I'm just going to put coffee dyed paper on, and one I'm actually going to put a book page on. So because one I want to do stenciling on, and the other one I'm going to do something pretty with my Stampin' Up stamp set. So let me find some coffee dyed paper. Now you're going to need, that's too thin, so I want something, oh, where are we? I'm not organised today, I'm so sorry. I was organised and then I wasn't organised. Right, so we have some coffee dyed paper here. It's not very, oh yeah, look. There's some really grubby looking coffee dyed paper. Are they big enough? focus. Right, that'll work better. So, oh, get in there, should I get in there? What we're going to do, we're just going to cover, let's just cover this one. And all I'm going to do is just put some Pritt Stick down. And, oh, wrong side. See, I nearly fluffed it. Remember, you're gluing it onto this side, not the back side, which I nearly did. And then that would have been a catastrophe. So, just going to put some glue down. Obviously, if you're not sewing, you need to go right up to the edge, but I'll probably sew it. So, but you don't have to sew it. I just prefer to. So we're just going to put that on like that. And then I'm going to just trim it up. Like so. Like that. Now, this gives me a perfect opportunity to answer a question by, oh gosh, 1 second, I am just all over the place. Sorry guys. Right, sorry about that. I was trying to get this out the drawer. This gives me a perfect opportunity to answer a question by Simra, who asked a question about if we don't have these tools, you know, what else can you use? So the question is this. The answer is this. You can use sponges. And do you like my egg storage that's supposed to be for the fridge? I store all my eggy things in here. Look, I've got, and these are makeup sponges. Well, a couple of them are actually blender sponges, properly bought, you know, bought from Hobbycraft, but a lot of these are makeup ones. So, you know, you can use those. So there are a couple of ways. So you can use one of these makeup like egg things. This is a great storage for them. And so that's one way. Oh gosh. And the other way of doing it are these. Now this is a makeup foundation brush that I bought from, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know, it might have been Primark or something. I might have bought this one online actually. So this is a makeup brush, and these are makeup brushes too. These are makeup brushes, and I bought these from AliExpress, and you've got all different sizes. So there are lots of different ways that you can actually, you know, blend or distress, I should say. Oh, Charles, where is it? Right, where's my... Oh, now he's lost my ink. Or am I just being a twit? Right, Charles, sweetheart. Oh, here it is. He was laid right on top of my ink. So, let's show you the different things you can use to blend. So, this is the makeup brush, and you would just do it, you know, the same way that you would, you know, you can do it this way, like this. Or you can do it this way. So this is just doing it with a makeup sponge, and it's pretty much does the same job. Or you can use these makeup brushes. So you just would do that, and then come in and do this on the edge. I use the makeup brushes if I'm using... He's just kicked all the stuff everywhere. When I do stencils, which you'll see later on, I use these brushes, but you can use them on here. So really, you know, any sort of makeup brush, it works for sure, you know. Look, does the same trick. So there's a couple more options for you, Simra. I use these for stencils. I just don't know, I've just got into a habit of using the other distress tool, really. So that's just because it's my personal preference, but you know, these are all fine. Right, so we're going to do that. Now, I want to use my Stampin' Up stamp set or something. Right, how am I gonna do this? So you can see I don't use my stamp sets very often. So what I was thinking of doing, didn't I pull out another stamp set as well? As you can see, I'm really not that organised yet. They're just flowers, aren't they? What if we do the two things together? So we use the stencil and we use the Stampin' Up. Then we can kill two birds with one stone. So I was going to use one of these, wasn't I? So this is a Paris. This is Paris on here. Right, we're just going to do a little test here. So I have got my blending brush here. Charles, you're going to have to knock this off. Seriously. Oh my gosh, I have to show you guys. You are a twit. By the way, there's my Facebook portal in the corner there. You are a twit, twit, twit. Yes, you are. You're a twit. Oh. Now he's messed up my filming angle. Right, there you go. Right, stop being a twit, because I really need to get on today. I'm going to put this on your nose in a minute. Right, so I'm going to put this on here. And with this, I just brush over it. Like this. I do not know what this is going to come out like, everyone. But we will soon find out. Oh, I am liking it. I like that. That's cool. Right, okay, that came out really good, actually. Right, now I'm going to move that out of the way because he is... Now, I just get a baby wipe and wipe that, which I will do in a minute because I don't have any baby wipes in here. Now, my Stampin' Up stamp set. Now, I thought what I would do, I'm going to use this one here and the friend. So I'm going to use those. And I thought I could use this green leaf. And should we do the dragonfly as well, shall we? Okay, that'll work. So I now have to find some green. I have some distress ink, green distress ink. So let's... No, actually, I tell you what I do have. I have a little inky dot one. This is peeled paint. So this might be better to... I'm going to do a tester on the other piece of paper because this is distress ink, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out. So let's just do a tester on there. That looks all right. So Charlie, what are you doing, Charles? don't know if I like the way that is though, the way it's facing. I'm not so sure about that, to be honest with you. So let me just... I quite like that actually, with it being quite light, you know, so it's not very I didn't like it full ink. Let's do one. Oh, do you know, he's just wrecking the place. You're putting me off what I'm doing. Seriously, I can't think because he's absolutely being a monkey. Not sure I like it. Not sure I like that, Charles. So we need to come up with another plan. Let's have a look and see what I've got in here. Let me use some of this. This is out of my... paper packet. Trying to find a nice piece of coloured something. Or some text or something. Oh, doily in there. Right, I've had enough now. I can't think straight while you're just all over my desk. It's not like he has so much space here. It's not like he's hard done. It's not like he's hard done by at all. Honestly, he just makes out he's hard done by all. Right, so I'm just taking some DSP just from a paper pad, and I think what I'm going to do is we're going to just rip some of this across here. I didn't like that with the leaf. I don't know why, I just didn't. Do you know what? I'm so sorry. The trouble is, his tail just swishes and knocks everything off. Honestly, he just thinks he owns the place. He really does. He's not considerate. He's rude. I love him to pieces, but seriously, he just honestly does my head in. I'm so sorry. Having a little moment. Honestly, it's not just that, right? It's not as if him laying on my table stops me from working. The other problem that I have is that he just messes the place up. He knocks things on the floor. You know, I leave my craft room door open. I come back and he's just like wrecked the craft room. It's just everywhere. I mean, I'm an untidy crafter as it is. I really am. I'm the first to admit that. I am an untidy crafter as it is, but he doesn't help. He really doesn't. Now let me try the dragonfly. Hope this comes out, because if not, we'll be covering it over with something else. didn't like that fern. I think it's because it was facing a weird way. It wasn't facing the way. Oh, see, now look. That looks so much better. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Right, we got there in the end. Also, what I wanted to do... oh, Charlie. I did have a piece of card that I was going to... oh, where did it go? I had a piece of card that I was going to print that other thing on. Right, well, I can't find it now because you've moved it, haven't you? Right, okay. So, what I need is some... I'm going to sew around the edge here first. So, let's do that first. We're just going to sew around that and I will come back. Okay, so, let me just see if I can... Would that be better if I zoom in? I might go out of shot though. Right, okay, so I have sewn around that, and what I want to do is I want to just stamp this move that one out of the way. I've just got a little bit of scrap of wallpaper to do this on, so do that, and then we've got a friend there. Looks like I just put it on wonky. Oh, look. Oh, Charles, please. It's a bit wonky, but it will do. Right, let's put those over there for now. And I'm just going to get my little scissors. And we're just going to... If you can hear music, it's not me putting rave on, it's the neighbours. That's one thing I've noticed since this, I've been told to stay at home, that the neighbours are a lot noisier. Well, I'll be playing with Michael Bublé later, so I'll just get my own back. Or me Barry Manilow. They won't like that, will they? Right. Right, you're really annoying me now. Okay, so that's that. And I think I might just... where's me egg gone? Have you lost me egg? Where's me egg? It's like, Mum, I don't know what you're on about. It's like, Mum, I don't know where your egg is. Maybe we could get a piece of fabric or some cheesecloth or something to put that under. Oh, look, you could actually use that as like a tab. Yeah, I like that. We could use that as a tab, couldn't we? Right, what I'm going to have to do is, let me just going to stamp this again, because it's not very strong. So what I'll do is we'll just stamp it again, and I'll make another one and stick them together. I just need the outline quickly. Oh God. Now I've gone and messed that up. That'll do. We can cut this out. Oh, no. No, we can't. Ignore me. We needed to do it on the other side. Or do we think it would look daft? Oh, actually, it might work. It might work. It might work. Right. What I'm thinking is this. Right, so that only leaves one more thing left to use, doesn't it, when we finish this project? So, let's put all this to one side a minute. Let's put this there. Right, scissors there, so Charles can't do himself an injury. And what we're going to do is, I think I'm going to use that as a tab. Look at that. Yes, that will work. That will work. Somebody also asked what glue I have in these little bottles, and it is literally just the tacky glue, the high tack, fast tack glue. It's just all purpose, or I've been using the original high tacky all purpose. So I've just been using up some of my old glues. When they're in those bottles, I just can't use them, but these are just amazing. These are really, really good, and they don't clog up. So as long as you put the lid on, they are really good. The only thing is that little dangly thing gets in the way sometimes. I'm going to put that on there. And I'm just going to eyeball the centre. I think that's about right. Charles, you're just being a prune. And then I could have just actually, should I have that like that? Oh, that might look better with the flower on. Look, like that. Let me just ink this quickly, because this was actually wallpaper, so that will actually give that a pretty look on the back, won't it? So let's just put some glue on this. This on there. I'm going to trim that little bit up because it's hanging over just a slight bit. And then what we're going to do on the back, we need to just do a little bit on the back here. I'm just going to put a sticker. I can find a nice flower sticker. So look what we've got here. Oh, they're butterflies. Oh look, there's a dragonfly. So we've got a dragonfly on the back there, front I should say, and then we could put that on there. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I couldn't have found better than that. I've got a little bit of lace here as well, and I want a stamp for the, not so sure about this tab thing now. It looks squiff. I'll just straighten this up a bit. I don't know why, it just looks a bit odd. What is this? What is this? What are these? What are they? Your feet. Right, we're going to put the sticker. I just want to grab this up a little bit. Like that, and then I'm going to put a stamp on blue, or that's a blue one. Let's find. I don't know why I'm always drawn to green stamps. I don't know why. Right, I'm going to be different. Look, I'm going to put a red one on. I don't like it. I always put green. I always find green stamps. Green. There's another blue one there. Oh, I like that one. I always go with green or blue. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Right, we're going to stick that on. My glue stick is really not, do you know what, this glue stick is horrible. I don't like it at all. It's just not like my other glue stick. I don't know where I got them from. I think they're from the works actually, but I don't know if it's my fault that I've just you know, left it out or something, but I don't think I did with this one. So that's all you really need to do on, I'm not sure about this tab thing, but you know what, I do like it in some ways, so we'll just ink this out a little bit more. So this is how you do an altered postcard. I'm sure you will find a quicker way of doing it when you haven't got a cat. Being a monkey, I'm going to put some, this is vintage, this is, so I'm just going to keep hold of that because that will do another lace. So I'm just going to put this on here. I am going to cut it. I want to, okay. What I'm going to do, I am going to cut it to that point because I don't want to waste half a point. Does that make sense? I'm just going to put this on the bottom. I did order some more Fabri-Tac and it has arrived, so I don't have to panic anymore. And I actually bought the bigger bottles this time. I usually buy 3 8 ounces, 3 bottles of 4 fluid ounces for, I don't know, like £25 or something. But I actually got 2 8 bottles for 30, so it's pretty much the same thing, I think. Is that right? Gosh, I don't know what music they're playing next door, but it's ghastly. And there you have your altered postcard, and doesn't it look gorgeous? And you can use that to tuck in somewhere. So we managed to use the Stampin' Up! Stamps and the stencils. I still haven't done a project yet with the so far we have done these 2 projects with the 5 things, and I still have one more project to do. So I'm going to pause this and sort the desk out and come back. See you in a minute. Hiya, I am back. Right, I have managed to clear my desk a little bit, thank goodness. I need to also put those back in my, I don't want to lose them. Right, I'll put them in a minute. So I've managed to clear my desk up a little bit, and we're going to move on to the fabric, vintage fabric. So what I'm going to do, I am going to make another altered postcard, as I've got my postcards out, and I had a little idea while I just went away for a minute. So I have got a postcard here. I'm going to just use this one because I quite like the size of it. It's a nice big one. So what I'm going to do, I don't want the picture to show under the fabric, so what I'm going to do is just literally put an old book page on it, and again, because I'm going to be sewing around it, I'm not going to glue all the way around. I do leave the lid off, don't I? So maybe that's what it is. And I'm just going to, it doesn't matter so much about this because you're not really going to see the, you're not really going to see the read the paper, you know, the newspaper, oh, the book page print. So it doesn't matter, it's just going to show through a little bit, which might give it a bit more of a cool look, you know, once we put the fabric on top. So literally just covered this over. I didn't go up flush, so I don't know what happened there. I love doing these altered postcards because you've kind of got, you know, the back's already done, if you know what I mean. And what I'm going to do, because look, you can actually see the page print through it, so I think that actually looks quite cool. So what I'm going to do, that edge there, I don't know whether I can have that on there, might give it, but then I'm going to lose some of the flower, so that's why I not too bothered about that edge, but actually I quite like it. I think that will work. So what I'm going to do is cover this with the Fabri-Tac, and it is going to be no, Charles, just did you see him smack me then? Oh my goodness me, you are such a monkey, Charles. Right, what I'm going to do is make sure I don't fluff it up. So I'm going to put that down there, and then I'm going to put that down on there and pray. And that is going to be sewn down anyway. I don't want to rip it because I don't know how that's going to rip. I mean, if would that rip? Let's see if it rips in that. It won't rip because of the sewing. So I'm literally going to just cut this. Across. And then you can probably fray it up a little bit. Not too worried because it's going to be inked and that as well. So move that over there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and sew. It didn't quite go around the edge, but I'm going to do zigzag, so hopefully that will take the edge off and I'll be straight back. Right, okay, so I have sewn that on and I've just zigzagged all the way round. So we're just going to distress, and I love actually how that edges looks like that, and really you ain't gonna have to do ain't where's your grammar, Chanel? You do not have to do too much else to this, really, apart from I'm going to put a stamp and something on the back here. I was thinking of maybe putting one of the fabric words or something on here. Maybe we could do that. What's in the corner there? Nothing. I want to make this a little bit smaller though. Oh, come on, do this. Oh, kind of pulled that out of. Right, okay. Make this look very grubby. I'm just going to literally just stitch this on. Just so I've literally just sewn that on there. Oh, come on. And then what we can do on the back here maybe is where's the labels? The labels. Or one of my piano roll pieces might look quite nice on here. These are just inked onto piano roll, so we could put that on there to hide over that sewing, I think. And oops. We could maybe get a flower sticker or a butterfly maybe. Oops, a daisy. At least I'm using things at last. Right. Can have a flower or a butterfly. I kind of like the butterflies actually. We've got some birdie cages. Right, let's have a look here. Gonna have a stamp, aren't we, on there as well? So let's find a stamp. I'm gonna use a red stamp, not a green stamp, because I always seem to use, oh no, I don't like that butterfly. I want to leave some writing space, so maybe we could do that. Right, I think we're going to do that. And, oh, how quick was that to use the fabric? That was a quickie project, that was. there. And we're going to put this down on here. Ooh, I've got a khaki end. Let me just grab that. Oh, all of my fingers. Right, let's just put some glue on here. Down there. That's there. I just want to ink this up a little bit. And then I'm going to put the stamp down. Like so. And then all that's left to do is I think I need to just thread everywhere. Must admit, I do love the altered postcards. I just think they look amazing. Right, okay, so we have managed to complete the challenge this week so far anyway. So we managed to make 3 projects with 5 things. So we had window sheet, doily. We only used a little bit of a doily mind, but I'm not worried about that. And then we had stencils, Stampin' Up stamp, and we had vintage fabric. This is probably my favorite. This is actually probably my favorite and took the quickest to make. So go figure, look how quick that was. Look at that. I actually really love that. That came out super cute. I do need to, however, put a little bit more glue down there. It's funny, isn't it? That's the thing that took me the quickest to do, and I like that one best. I do like them all actually, really, but that's my favorite. But that one come out cute as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this first one of the challenges. And like I said, if you take part in this challenge, please leave a list of your 5 things that you pulled out, because I will be picking one of your things, one of you and your things, and to try and, you know, do another challenge later on this week so that you can keep me busy. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun, and I will see you all tomorrow or later on today. Take care for now. Bye.